What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am your host, Edwin. And where do all fights start? Round one. We have an amazing show for you here today. We're going to talk about Tank Davis and his situation right now and how this is all unfolding. And it made me look at him in different eyes. You know, just of today, I have a different perspective on Tank Davis. And I want to share that with you guys today. And I want to hear what you guys have to think. So don't forget to give these videos a like, subscribe to the channel, and like always, let's get right into this video. So what's up, guys? Man, I have I feel different way about Tank Davis today than I did yesterday. And in fact, I was about to try to go on to KO Boxing and debate with him about Tank Davis's situation. And KO's my man, bro. You know what I mean? When I go there, the reason why I go there is because I go to debate against one of the best. You know, I don't want to debate with Joe Schmo. You know, I debate with him because he's well versed and well knowledge in Tank Davis. You know, uh I wanted to hop on there and talk to him and KO knows, you know, I'm a grown ass man, you know. Um Debates are only debates. You know, once this microphone turns off, you know, shit, you know, we could go out and have dinner or something, you know. Personally as a man, you know, he's probably a real cool dude, you know what I mean? But we do this reporting thing. And so I like to go against some of the best out there, you know, that are informed. And since KO is not here, like, you know, to defend himself or anything, I'm just gonna share some points and stuff. And you know, if he like, you know, one day we'll go on and we'll debate these same topics that I'm about to talk about. But like I said, that he's well versed in Tank Davis, and that's who I would like to debate with. So anyway, I'm just gonna drop this link right here, and then I'm gonna try to pin it in the chat in YouTube right here, uh, because just in case he's around, lingering or seeing my show, I'll give him the option to hop on. Uh, you know, I don't ever want to feel like someone says I'm talking about the man and never gave him an opportunity to come on or whatever. So yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I could just pull up my screen. And then what I'm gonna try to do right here is, I think I figured it out yesterday. I'm just gonna try to pin this. Okay, so I got that there, right? Okay, I get that part. Okay, now, okay, how do you do that? Okay, uh, timeline. Okay, all right, hold on. People. Okay. Um, I'm putting a poll into the live stream right here on YouTube. And I want to take a poll as we go down and we break down this show right here. Now we can get into the show. I also have to pin the link. Hey yo, Funline, I already got the link up, so if it scrolls, I'll put it up again or whatever. But I gotta learn how to pin it up on the top like that poll shit. But it didn't give me the option. I'll figure it out. We'll talk. All right, let's get into this episode right here. What's up, guys? How you guys doing out there today? Let's get right into this right here because we got a big one. We got a lot to unfold right now about Mr. Tank Davis, and him kind of being all in his feelings with Turkey Al Sheikh there. And this is where all this kind of stems off for me. I think that was kind of the last straw that broke the camel's back. And I had to be honest with myself and Tank Davis situation. We talk about telling the truth here at Round One Sports Talk, right? And I want to be honest here. I still like Tank Davis as a fighter, but I feel like he's blowing smoke up our asses. Um, I've already came to the conclusion that Tank Davis is a prize fighter, meaning, he fights for the bag. A lot of people said that he gave fighters money or this, that, and he gave Frank the Ghost Martin a reported between 6 and 8 million, and I disagree. I say those are the crumbs I'm talking about. How much money did Tank Davis walk away with? Yeah, those are crumbs compared to what he walked away with. He doesn't pay any of his fighters because in order to get these big names inside of the ring, he would have to break bread, and he doesn't want to do that. So I already decided that he was like a prize fighter, right? That he kind of wasn't going for the belts or this and that, right? But now it's much more than that. It truly is. It truly is. Since that Ringside Magazine event held out there by Turkey Al Sheikh, right? Tank Davis has been very boisterous on YouTube, on social media platforms, well, X, and then they clip them and put them on YouTube. So, and when I saw what he said, in fact, I even checked out what Tim Bradley had to say. And Tim Bradley is another individual on the outside looking in with Turkey. And I want to talk about that just real quick. Look, guys, I think that at some point when Turkey came in, he started implementing change in boxing. And sometimes I can become stubborn. I don't like change. I don't like you messing with the belts. I don't like some of the things that he's done. But I got to be honest. If a man wants to invest his money into a business, which is boxing disguised as a sport, who am I to tell him what to do with his money? What actually plot do the fight fans feel that Turkey Al Sheikh, what is he looking for nuclear launch codes? Like, what is boxing that is so threatening to the fans that he's going to change it so much? Like, this is a guy that got billions of dollars just, I guess, bored. Want to invest in combat sports. Then all of a sudden they said they were surprised to see Canelo Alvarez bend the knee. Bend the knee. Where does this knee come from? This is business. At the end of the day, are you not at your job? Trying to get a raise, the highest pay, the biggest salary? What are you doing this to be cool? Stand on business. This guy got money. That's guaranteed money. And in today's day and age, with most of these boxing promoters, such as the PBC, they say they don't got it in the budget. I know who got guarantee money right there. So Gervonta Davis, a long time ago, quickly went and got on the out with the Saudi prince. told him, send me 2 Ferraris. Saudi Prince sends him 2 boxing gloves back. Tells him, I'm sending you boxing gloves. Get in the ring. Earn this money. Right? Now, I'm in agreement with one thing. Every man doesn't have to get along with everybody's shit. Tank Davis didn't have to hop aboard. Okay. You want to be the guy going against the current? Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's up to Tank Davis. I can't push my view on him. So I would have to respect him where he stands. He don't want to mess with the Saudi Prince. That's his decision. But let's break down this decision and everything Mr. Tank Davis has been doing. Now, Mr. Tank Davis got on there, started yelling out, tell the Saudi Prince, give me 150 M's. I'll fight Ryan. Wait a minute. You said you didn't want his money. You said you didn't want to do business. But yet, you just threw out a number that indicates you want to do business. So what is it, Tank Davis? Are you in your feelings because you didn't get invited? I think that's what it is. But the reason why you didn't get an invite is only due in part to you. Saying all over social media, you don't want to do business with Turkey. And how you feel about him. So he didn't invite you. Neither did Naoya Inoue, and he's a Ringside Magazine champion. Scheduled to have a fight, probably would be tough for him to get there, right? So let's just excuse him. But there's multiple people that didn't get an invite and crashed the party. T.O. way in the back with his glasses and the hat, trying to like walk around with that Ringside Magazine that means absolutely nothing, right? Like, I mean, yeah, he is technically the Ringside Magazine now, but I think the one that he had in his hand was the one that he won way back when, right? So, what, they didn't send him a copy or something? So anyway, so Tank doesn't get invited. He had a lot to say, which made me look into Tank Davis, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. I said all of that to say this. Let's check out Mr. Tank Davis. He's claiming to being the baddest mofo on the planet at 135 pounds. He's telling us that there is no one that can beat him and that he's the best. So I started looking at what's the problem? Why aren't you fighting any of these top guys? And what makes Gervonta Davis Gervonta Davis? Let's take a look at that, shall we? Okay. Now, I want you to think about some of these scenarios as I break them down, right? Check this out, guys. Right? This is Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is 30. He has 30 professional fights. He has 28 big wins by knockout. He's only not knocked out 2, right? 2 people, right? And this is what I mean about BoxRec, because Naoya Inoue only not knocked out 3 people, right? Gervonta Davis has a 93.33% knockout ratio. My man's still on 89. You at least give him 90, 91. He's only one shot. Like, BoxRec be tripping. Anyway, allegedly they're saying he's 5'5" and a half. He's about, he might just be under 5'5". He might be 5'4", quite as kept. Age 30 years old. He has a 67-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw. And here is Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, let's check this out. Now, you guys know, your early part of your career can be a little iffy, right? But come on, man. Check this out, guys. Right? Gervonta Davis's first opponent, right? Look, he had no wins. He was coming off 4 losses. And in his first and his look, he ended his career 6 and 6 knockouts. That's his first opponent. He never had a win. He had 6 fights. He got knocked out 6 consecutive times. He ended his career. Okay? This is, look, okay. I mean, that's his first fight, right? Right? So, okay. Well, in fact, Gervonta Davis, his first 8 fights, none of them had a win in between his first 8 fights. Look at the record right here. I want you to look at it. Look, this guy is 4-0. He started his debut, 4-7, 1-1, 2-8, losing record, 3-9, losing record, debut, right? He fought my man right here, German, right? Check this out, guys. I want you to check this out. When he came into this fight, right? German was 47 fights and 31 losses. 31 losses. By definition, I want you to know this, right? He ended it. Look at the year that they fought. 2014, right? Okay. Check this out, guys, right? Look at my man's career. He has 65 fights, 41 knockout, and 72 losses. 72 losses. He's been knocked out 8 times and 3 no contests. 72 losses, meaning on average, right? Not on average. These are the numbers. I'm going to give you the numbers, right? Let me add this shit up. Since the time he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, this speaks to the level of his competition. This man won 15 more fights before retiring, and he lost 41 more times. He lost 41 more times, and he only won 15 other fights. That's the level of competition this man is fighting at the first half. Let's continue. Let's continue. He lost 41 more times. Jesus Christ. Because when you speak of a person's resume and you speak about the men that are on your resume, even in defeat, what did they do after they fought you? Were they good enough to go on to be a world champion? Did any of the men that he fought were so good that later in their career they became a world champion? You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's what you're judged on. In today's era, they want you to convince you that it's about the O. It's about the O now, right? When are we going to go back in the era when it was based on your resume, the names on your record? When are we going to go back to the time where it was more important to take that fight, win, lose, or draw, because of the name on your resume? Because of the fact fighters like Gervonta Davis want to protect the O, this is what happens. And we're fed a smokescreen that this guy right here, in fact, is the baddest man at 135. Just because I can see his skills, I got to be blind by the fact and give him credit for something he has never done. Let's continue. As we go down his record, man, I'm going to tell you right now, nothing impressive to see. 4-4, 5-3, 8-1. This guy right here, 40-18. You might think, well, wait a minute, we got somebody here, right? You would be wrong, right? Yo, not only did he lose 22 times, he got knocked out 5 times, right? But his record, right? Check this out. Oh my God, it gets worse. He's on a losing streak. Look, this is just okay. Let's see where he fights Gervonta. Wait a minute, where is he? It's got to be around here somewhere, right? Down here somewhere. Let's see here. Where are you, Gervonta? You got to be further down, further down. Where are you? Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. So he was coming. Jesus Christ. This gets worse. Look at the competition, people. It's not be. You can't give him credit for gladiators when he's not fighting gladiators. Look at this. Look at it. Look, he didn't win a fight after. He didn't win a fight in between. He didn't win any fight coming. Look at this. Massive losing streak. And he ended his career on 2 losses. He didn't become a world champion. That's the competition. He's like, we got to hold him to. So let's see if any of this shit gets better, bro. Because it has to get better, right? We're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis here, right? Right? Am I right? The best fucking fighter. Nobody's gonna beat him. Shakur can't beat him. Loma can't beat him. You know why he can't beat him? Because he's never gonna fight him. Because he is avoiding all of the top guys in the division by not wanting to pay them. That means you would avoid them. By definition, you're ducking them. You just can't walk around saying you're the best. You can't just say, who's Shakur? What did he do? My man, he did more than you. You kind of sounded silly when you said that, but the people weren't going to hold you to it, right? Some people roasted him for it, though, right? So Gervonta Davis, let's continue to look at his prestigious career, right? Because it seems like he got us all fooled. Bro, I'm not saying good. The man is good, right? I'm just saying I can no longer play along with the narrative that Gervonta's going to fight these guys. He's already about retirement, and he ain't gave you not near one good fight, but yet in his head, what is he saying? You guys want to be completely honest right now? Want me to be completely honest? Peep game. Gervonta Davis in 135 pounds, he hasn't fought one champion yet. The only champion that Gervonta Davis fought at 135 is the fax machine. Because if you guys are keeping it 100, Gervonta Davis is an email champion. That's right, I said it because it's the fucking truth. The WBA already emailed the belt. Gervonta just didn't want to accept it. So if you're counting Gervonta Davis did against Frank the Ghost Martin to solidify the world title, Devin Haney did the same thing. So why is Devin Haney an email champion and Gervonta's not? That's exactly what he is. He fell on his own sword. And whose fault is that? Gervonta Davis's. Let's look at his prestigious career, bro. Yo, hey, listen. He went on a small run at the tail end of his career. He's got Pedraza right here when he won the IBF world title at 130 pounds. But let's be honest. Jose Pedraza, I would a B- fighter, B fighter at maybe the best in his game. You know, he fought to the level of his skill. Pedraza's a world champion. You can't take that away from him. I think Pedraza's a decent fighter. I think Gervonta's a better fighter. But if Pedraza is your claim to fame, there's something wrong here. If Pedraza's the best fighter you have on your resume, there's something wrong. Who else technically is better than Pedraza? Let's watch. Liam Walsh. Yeah, right. He did come into the fight undefeated, but how they pamper those careers out there in the UK. Soon as he fought a half-decent fighter, Gervonta Davis went through him in 3 rounds. It goes to show you how good he is. When in a typical Gervonta Davis fight, he's usually losing in the fight. That's how dominant this guy is. That typically in a Gervonta Davis fight, at some point, the other guy's winning in the fight. I mean, when he steps it up a little bit against Mario Barrio, Leo Santa Cruz, at some point, they were up. Shit. Even Esau Pitbull Cruz, I think, was up. And he's 5'3". But this is the most ferocious fighter. Listen, his power, speed, it's all there, Gervonta. That man can crack. Is he skilled? Yes, he is skilled. But what's he doing with it? He got us all fooled that he should be on like a pound for pound list or revered or talked about as one of the most feared. Yo, Gervonta, I'm starting to see you, bro. You're not going to fight any. You're just going to want to rematch Ryan for another bag. You want the most easiest career possible, but to be put on a pedestal because you sell. You do knock out people, but the way you get these knockouts are against these lesser opponents. No wonder you're getting all these knockouts, and everybody's like, yeah, Gervonta, you're just not fighting anybody. Now let's continue in here. Who else? Look at this. Look at this shit. This is ridiculous. What? Oh my God. Gamboa? You mean the one that popped his Achilles heel in the ring with you? And did you go 12 rounds with him? Like, no, he stopped him in the 12. He stopped. Yeah. He brutalized that man in the 12th round. Yeah, that's the guy with the Achilles heel, torn Achilles heel. Okay. And then on top of that, let's see where my man was fighting at. There's my man right there. He's been lost 5 and he got knocked out his last 4 consecutive, I think. It was crazy. Or I think it was like in between. Let's check it out. It's right here anyway. Men lie, women lie. Guess what? Don't. Numbers don't lie. It's incredible. The truth is always right in front of your face, man. This. Bing, bing, bing. Ooh, 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 ooh. All the losses. Gervonta, Devin, everybody took, even Esau Pitbull Cruz took a turn cracking that ass. But Terrence Crawford beat him first. Terrence Crawford gave him a real ass whooping. Yeah, he did. So, where was he? Oh, Sheila. He was always a 130 pounder. 127, 126. So he came up from where? Okay, he started his career at 124. All right, it's a decent fight. Yuri with the pop Achilles heel. I'm gonna fight the rest of the rounds. Right? Okay. Then who do you got? Oh, Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz, man. Let me tell you something though. Leo Santa Cruz is, I think, a 3-division world champion. He's going to the Hall of Fame, bro. Let's check out my man. How big is this dude? Here's my boy, Leo Santa Cruz. 30, 38, 10 knockouts, only 2 losses. He only been stopped 1 time. Who stopped him? Gervonta Tank Davis. Woo! Whoa! This got to be a big one right here, guys. Oh, man. This has got to be a big one, right? Let's roll. Huh? He started his career at 115. 115? This is a little guy. He's not a natural one. Like Gervonta, when he started his career, where did he start? 130. He's fighting a guy that started his career at 150. Well, let's see how many fights did he have at one. Edwin, give him a break. Let's see what Leo did. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what Leo did. Oh, here we go. Bam. Leo Santa Cruz fought his last 3 fights at 130 pounds. 1, 2, 3, right? And out of 3 fights, he fought Miguel Flores, right? Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Right? Check this out, guys. Pay attention. In the last 3 fights, he had a 12-rounder, which he lost against Gervonta in the 6th round, and then a 10-rounder. All 4 fights right here, and this 12 round, let's count it. All unanimous decision. What does that spell out for you? isn't carrying over to these weights. He was starting to go the distance. He didn't have no power. Much smaller guy. Started his career at 115. And these are the guys that Gervonta Davis did what? Who did he fight? Mario Barrio. Huh? Let's give him Mario Barrio. He had 26. Mario Barrio went on to become a world champion after Gervonta via email. There's a lot of email champions going on all around here. It seems like they all fight each other, huh? The way they get their belts, they get them emailed to them. Real champions, huh? Real champions. Okay? Yeah, let's call it an upgrade. No, he was upgraded to the champion because the other one let it. What is that called? How did he get the information? Email. Via email. Okay, let's continue. His next fight, what? Eastside Pitbull Cruz, all 5'3" of them? I mean, he must have destroyed a guy at 5'3", right? 12-round unanimous decision. What you mean you went 12 rounds? This is the most dangerous guy in boxing we're talking about here. A real knockout artist that fights the best of the best. Right? He goes the 12 rounds with the smallest guy. Then let's look at one of his most skilled opponents, Rolando Rowley. With 14 fights, came into that fight undefeated. Skill gap. Can you say skill gap? Did anybody in America have Rowley winning that fight? I mean, he talked it up. I remember coming into that fight, Rowley really had the world food. Huh? That he must have caught somebody out there. Ryan Garcia. Dumbass. Right? So let's talk. Let's keep talking. Hector Luis Garcia. Who is Hector Luis Garcia? Oh, was the 130-pound champion. Ain't he doing that right now? Rocha, same situation. He likes bringing guys down from the 130 and bringing them up so that he can punch them in the side of the head and make them go blind in the ring because he's a much bigger puncher. So what am I giving him credit for? This guy wasn't even in the division, right? Well, talk is cheap. Here's my man right here. How's he doing of late? How good is this guy? Let's find out. How good is Hector? Huh? Coming off of two and coincident, coinky think. What is this? That says Gervonta Davis. What is this? That says Lamont Roach. But ain't these two guys about to fight? Right? Wait a minute. What's that say down there? 129. What's it say up here? 134. Division. There's something very not right with this picture right here. But let's continue. Let's continue to arguably one of the best fighters we have of our time. So he fights Ryan Garcia. Do I need to say anything about Ryan Garcia other than the fact that he has social media following, a good name because of that? He's a good-looking kid, right? He gets all kinds of followers, if you know what I mean, right? And good name for himself. Other than that, has Ryan Garcia ever fought for a world championship? What the has Ryan Garcia done to deserve the status of an elite fighter? Shit, even a good fighter. He's not in that category. Out of the four horsemen that were coming up, which was Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney. All of these fighters have gone on to become multiple division world champion, and Ryan Garcia still hasn't fought for his first world champion. He hasn't moved in his career. The needle has not moved anywhere. Everybody else, Devin Haney become undisputed. Tank 2 division, TO 2. What did Ryan do? So what kind of credit am I supposed to give Tank Davis for Ryan Garcia? Please tell me. What kind of credit am I supposed to give him? Right? I can't. Let me tell you guys something, right? If the blunt of his career, look at this, look at this. Look, we're still going down it. Frank Martin. Frank Martin was undefeated, but let's be honest, guys. What has Frank Martin done in the boxing world? What? He looks cool because he has cool tattoos or something? What has Frank Martin done? Well, let's check it out. Talk is cheap, right? There he is, Frank Martin. 18-12, one loss, got KO'd. He got KO'd by Tank Davis. All right, let's see what this superior fighter has done. And I'm going to say that Frank the Ghost Martin, he's a pretty decent fighter. I'm not shitting on him at all, but his career, look at this. 0-2-0 debut, 1-1-4. None of them had a winning record. Did you notice that? His first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He hasn't fought a winner yet. That's 8 fights. How many fights he got? 18? If 8 of your fights don't even have a winning record, that's 45% of all your fights. What kind of credit do you want me to give Frank Martin? Let's continue. Okay, as we go down, as you can see, do you notice something? I know something you're not going to notice. World titles, because there are none. That's the end. He fought Gervonta. There are no world titles on his resume. And let's look at his experience coming into the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, shall we? We shall. My man, 1, 2, 3. He had 2 12-round experience fights, which he fought Michelle Ali Rivera, right? And Arton, right? 2 against who? Arguably the most skilled. Oh, and let's remember they put a 12-pound rehydration claw on Frank Martin, and he looked depleted and drained on fight night. Let's not forget when he fought Ryan Garcia, he put him on a 10-pound rehydration claw, and he had a weight drained Ryan Garcia. So let's not forget that Yuri Gamboa had a pop Achilles. Ryan Garcia was on a 10-pound. Frank the Ghost Martin was on a 10-pound. I mean, this just gets better and better and better. Listen, Lamont Roach is coming down from a lower weight division. Hector Luis Garcia came down from a lower weight division. Rondo Rolly Romero was a skill gap. Esau Pitbull Cruz and all of them took him 12 rounds. The Mario Barrio, shit. Listen, Mario Barrio was a good test for him at 140. But let's not forget, Mario Barrio was a young fighter. Tank Davis definitely took advantage of the skill gap and of competition. You know, Mario Barrio wasn't on Gervonta Tank Davis's level, but the kid went out there and fought his heart off. Because I got to give it to Mario Barrio, bro. He hanged in there like a real warrior. Even though he was outgunned, outmatched, and outpunched, because Gervonta Davis hits hard, bro. He hits really hard. And he knows this. Gervonta knows he's skilled. When have you ever watched the Gervonta Tank Davis fight? And I mean ever. Went into the fight saying to yourself, I think he's going to lose. I'm scared for Gervonta in this fight. And if anybody said it, it weren't many of you. Gervonta Davis, in every fight he's been in, he's been the heavy favorite. Every fight. That means he's not fighting to the level of his competition, to the level of his skill. And if he hasn't yet fought these guys, look at Gervonta Davis's statements in the game. He tells George Kamboza, vacate all the belts and I'll fight you. He tells Turki Al-Sheikh, I want 2 Ferraris. Tank Davis doesn't make any sense when he says, right, I fight for the bag, I want the money, but yet he shoots himself in the foot with the person that's providing the biggest bag and guarantee money. Now you're not invited to the Reindeer Deer Games. Now you have to get on social media and share your opinion, your feelings on what these people decided to do. Gervonta, who the hell are you to tell all these dudes that they dick riding or whatever? You control their careers? You think for all those men. So your word dictates what another man eats or what's in another man's pocket. Oh, the mighty Gervonta Tank Davis spoke up and called all these dudes dick riders. Ooh. Well said from somebody that wasn't invited. Yo, Gervonta, man, I had it up to here with you, my man, bro. You're not going to keep pissing down my back and telling me that it's rain. Bro, you're like a con. You're a sham. Bro, in your strange little head, in your world, I think you really think you did something. You did. You got the 2 division. You know, you did fight the fax machine. In this corner, Gervonta Tank Davis. In this corner, the fax machine. And if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure at some point the fax machine was winning in the fight. At some point, the fax machine must have been winning because typically that's a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. You know, we need to start holding these fighters accountable. All right? When there's fighters out there like Subriel Matias ready to fight anybody, right? And they don't want to give him the fight. And this guy is avoiding everybody, and he has the ability to fight everybody at a drop of a hat. Just pay them. Pay them what they worth and get in the ring. The reason why Loma walked away, he probably lowballed him. I don't got no definitive proof. That's just me saying this. It's probably the first time I interject one of my opinions, by the way. Everything else, you see it on the board. It's a fact. You know, and I get on and I see Gervonta ranting about Turki, about everybody else. And I got tired of it. I said, you know what? What are you doing? I finally looked at it and I finally see what these guys have been talking about when they've been yelling at me, telling, oh, Gervonta ain't fought nobody. I'm sitting here defending him. No, Luis Santa Cruz is a Hall of Famer. No, you guys heard me. I got receipts. I'm sitting here defending him. When in actuality, bro, yo, Tank, bro, now you know what pissed me off? The cherry on top? The motherfucker has the audacity to talk about retiring. Yo, this hurts, man, to see this guy, bro. Yo, I thought so much about him, bro. I really expected Tank Davis to do some shit, man. You don't know how many arguments I've been in barbershops and fucking here, there, talking Tank up, man. I have no idea. And it's like, bro, man, I'm like, yo, Tank, man, you're full of shit, man. You ain't did shit, man. You ain't fought nobody. that bothers me, man. He played us all. Tank Davis this whole time, he had no yo, bro, we sat by fight after bullshit fight, waiting for the T.O. fight, waiting for the Devin Haney fight, waiting for the Shakur fight. How long we been waiting for the Loma fight? We never got it. But yet this dude is so arrogant, right? That he's just like, he thinks his shit don't stink. He really does. He thinks, oh, I'm knocking everybody out. Yeah, you're knocking those guys out, bro. You're knocking out guys. You're bringing up from other weight divisions, my man. And you Tank, bro. It is what it is, bro. First, I had to figure out he was a prize fighter. Second, it's like, if you say prize fighter and then you say he's not going after these belts, then why you mad at him? Well, then let's finish the tape. By not going after these belts means he's doing what? Avoiding them. By avoiding them, he's doing what? Ducking them. By definition, my man. Yo, skill-wise, the kid can fight. Power-wise, he can punch. I think he's a remarkable talent. I just no longer like, yo, bro, that little stupid interview pissed me off that he did today. When he put his foot and his entire foot in his mouth. And I was just like, yo, Tank, you realize you're shoving your foot in your mouth. It was just like cramming in there. And I was saying, please stop talking. Like, yo, inside of me, I was like cringing when he was like, dude was like, oh, you guys got to kiss the ring. You guys is all hoes. This, that, you guys going out there bending the knee. But if Turkey gives me $150 million, I'll fight Ryan. He just jammed it in his mouth, bro. I was like, the definition of not fucking with somebody means you don't mess with them. You can't say on one hand, I don't rock with you, but I'll rock you with you for this much money. Bro, he fucking jammed his foot. Yo, my man was in his feelings like I am right now because I feel stupid in a way for supporting a fighter like this, bro. Yo, yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, he's fucking good, bro. I mean, I can't be mad at myself because it's not like he's a bum. I mean, my man can fight. He can fight his ass off. He's just not fighting anybody. That's the only problem, and he's not going to. Now, there's a flip side to 10% of this. There's a flip side to a 10% coin, if you can catch what I'm laying down. Sounds kind of crazy, right? Beep it. If Tank Davis is the type of fighter that realized I'm marketable, people are showing up, I am getting the bag. Wait a minute, kid. You don't really have to punch your brains in to get the bag. Okay, how do you avoid that? Don't fight the tough fights. Don't fight the top guys. If you fight these top guys, there's a possibility chance you're going to suffer more injuries. But if you're already getting the bag at your age, Tank, let's do the math. You get a couple more bags, you walk out of the game with rarely any injury. And if I was looking at it like that, I'd be like, that's smart. But you're claiming to being the baddest motherfucker and you're deceiving us while you're doing this. So if this was all your intention, we were never going to get you. Don't you see us as fans? We wanted to see this. And that would mean that this entire time you were never going to do it. You realized you were like, which is smart. You know, your health is more important than the money. So I get it. You get in a couple decent fights, not nobody with no real power. Grab the bag and go do something later in life. Buy your neighborhood, be a businessman. That's probably brilliant, I would say. That's pretty smart. But you're using it and doing it on our dime, our expense. We pay money to see you fight. We paid for that house for you. We travel in subways, taxis, airplanes, renting hotel, losing our luggage, messing up our new outfit, going out to eat that night. Damn it. Gotta go see Gervonta tonight. Because we believe in you. Our expectation of you shutting up the world is why we're behind you. And now you're talking about retirement? You son of a bitch. You didn't give a shit. You didn't do anything for the boxing world and you did less for your career. You got to know there's no way on God's green earth you're going to the Hall of Fame. So that's out of the way, right? Unless in the last, I don't know, you fucking do something. Not even 2 videos ago, I was saying how serious you looked in the sport of boxing, that I thought your commitment, and I really thought you were going to go after Loma. I really thought, yo, you must have lowballed him so much that Loma was like, yo, fuck that, bro. I'm out of here. And Loma's not the only game in town. Okay, Loma goes. So what? Where's the other guys? Where even Berechek, Dennis Berechek, why is Keyshawn getting the fight? You know, the PBC doesn't want to do business with Top Rank type shit. So that stops your career. I'm not sure about that anymore. I don't think Gervonta Davis wants any tough fights. And I think now he's serious about that retirement shit. He's laughing at all of us, bro. We spent so much money supporting that dude, just wanting him to see him fight Tio, Devin Haney, Shakur, Loma. Give me somebody. And we never got anyone. Ever. He's not the best fighter at 135. He doesn't deserve that title. He's not. He's not. He hasn't proved it. You're knocking out these low-level dudes and a guy for 130. We got to talk up Lamont Rhodes for you because your shit is messy. You're so messy that look at the fight we're getting. Now he's mad with boxing. Then they're not giving me the money I want. Fight cancel. I'm taking my bat and ball. I'm going home. Hey, yo, he be calling everybody outside of their name, man. He's the one that be acting like one. He be acting like one, bro. He's so tough, bro. He's so tough in his persona about how he's the baddest dude and this, that, and the third, bro. It's such a smoke screen. And I feel like such a sucker, man, for supporting a dude like that, man, when I could see now, like, bro, I allowed myself to be blind because I was just hoping that he would show up one day. And now all of a sudden he's talking about retirement. He actually never showed up. And I'm fucking pissed. He's just way better than that. He's a way better fighter than that, bro. I love when Tank fakes his weights. What's up, chat? Let me talk to you guys. I said enough. Let me start answering your chats. I'm gonna go all the way up. And what's up, Frontline in the building? What's up, chat family? Round One Sports Talk community. What's up, people? How you guys doing? What's up, chat family? Everybody seems to be rolling up. Armando, my man. You know the chat family's always here. Lionheart, how you doing, brother? What's up? Hey, yo, Trump, you in the building too? We see ya. Okay. DZ 400. We can't fuck with KO Boxing Kicks. I never said I could like fuck with him because that's kind of P. Diddy right here. But I would never be scared to pull up and debate anybody, even if I lost on the debate. How would I expect to get better? You sound like a person that doesn't like competition. You just like to say he's better than me when you've never heard us debate. But in fact, we have already. You can go on his thing. He's our debate on there. And we had a good one. We have a good one and shit. And but KO's my dude. That's my man. And if I'm going to debate anybody, it better be him. Somebody that got real skills in debating. Somebody that's knowledgeable. Somebody that knows his shit. For that, I'd probably end up debating crushing you because that would be too easy. I need the best because debate the best must debate the best. You understand? I ain't shy to go on nobody's thing and shoot the shit. But it seems like you already give them the win without even watching our debate. So grab your pom poms, cheer them hard. You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day you'll get it. I know it's soon to come because KO, he accepts all the smoke. He don't shy away from none of it. So that's why I rock with him, because neither do I. So tune in. Tank knees. Yeah, let me throw some of y'all shits up. Some of y'all saying some. Let me let's see here. We got the this is the dude KO boxing can't be fucked with. Yeah, man. Yo, like, and a lot of this stems from, you know, the breakdown of Tank and really exposing his career and bringing all this to light really comes from me being a fan that he let me down. Cause I was a Tank fan. He just let me down. Um, he never quite lived up to the expectation I thought he would as a fighter. And that's my honest assessment. And that's me telling the truth. You may think or call what I'm doing hate or whatever. In fact, it's just being honest. At what point did I hate on him when everything I showed you were the men that he fought? At what point did I say that he sucked? At what point did I say that, you know, Tank was trash or no? The entire time in the video, I've been saying Tank Davis is a highly skilled fighter. My argument is that he didn't really live up to what my expectation, at least as a fighter. And now he's talking about retirement. Then he goes and makes himself look like a fool on social media by trying to disrespect all those men out there in Ringside Magazine. Stop counting other people's pockets. So worry about yourself. Who the hell are you to judge all these other dudes, Tank? You don't have much of a legacy or career. When are we gonna go back to the era where it's more important for the names on your record, man? Tank Davis's record, I just showed you the entire thing. Tell me what on that fucking record says um legacy? What on that record says badass motherfucker? What on that record says, oh, surefire, Hall of Famer? If you were to take Tank Davis's name off that record, you was to put anybody else on it, and you was to show it to me, I'd say that's trash. Tank Davis has not fought a champion at 135 yet. He hasn't fought a champion yet. Name me a champion he fought at 135. Because you can't. Because he hasn't fought him. How the fuck is this guy getting the recognition of such a badass? How? I don't understand it. Because he got that it factor? He's popular? I mean, he does knock the shit out of people, yeah, but I'm starting to notice the reason why he's doing that. These guys are not on his level. As long as he doesn't fight somebody on his level, he can do that to them. Let's see what happens when he actually fights somebody with skills. I really want to see what would happen with him and Shakur. I want to see what him and Loma, because if he has problems with little guys like Isa Pitbull Cruz, Loma's way more skilled than Isa. And has Loma ever been knocked out? He could take a punch. Now I'm starting to wonder. I used to say, I think Tank will just wipe these dudes down. These dudes can't fuck with him. Now I'm starting to think, wait a minute. He's only doing that because he's way more skilled than these guys. I'm like, all 115-pound Leo Santa Cruz moving all the way up to fucking fight him, right? Took Tank's punch for all rounds until he just couldn't no more. Come to think about it, I don't see where you build a case to convince me he deserves the status of the baddest motherfucker on 135. How is that possible? Like, I think they're all even. I think all the champions are even. In fact, they all each have one belt. In order to be better than me, you should have more than me. We can't be even and you be like, you better than me. You might be better than me in skill or something like we know that, but technically, you don't have more than me. In order for me to be considered, I guess, better, right? I should at least have 2 belts, right? Has Tank Davis ever unified? No. He won 2 belts at 130, and he won them at 2 separate times because he got stripped for one for missing weight. So he's never unified. Yo, I was just blind, bro. I allowed myself to be blind because I liked how he looked until I started being honest with myself. Why that way? These guys never had a chance. He ain't fighting nobody on his level, and he's not going to. And he's already hinting to retirement. And that means that he just suckered all of us. And the next thing he's going to get is some outrageous, overpriced Ryan Garcia fight. And he's going to walk off into the sunset and give us, the fans, a big fuck you for supporting his career and him not fighting no one. I spent all that money supporting this motherfucker, and he ain't do shit. You know how many Tank Davis fights I bought on paid fucking paper? $100 for that shit. Because the next one I was like, yo, don't worry, he's gonna win. He gonna fight. I'm Devin Haney. Watch, bro. And don't worry, he gonna fight. What a sucker do I feel, bro. Tremendo mama, bro. If I knew this dude wasn't gonna do shit, I would have just streamed the fights. I thought I was supporting a champion. I was like, yeah, bro. You know, these fights, man. If you ask me, the money ain't worth it. So I'm gonna support my fighter, bro. I should have bought more Nail anyway. Shit. With that money, I could have had a ill ass poster of a real fucking champion up right there, bro. All the money I spent on Tank Davis. So I feel like a sucker, bro. This dude ain't fighting none of these dudes. He's just. And the funny thing is, he's been telling us the whole time, right to our face. Right to our face. No, I'm not fighting him. What did Shakur do? I'm not going to fight Shakur. He's telling you. No, I'm not going to fight this champion. No, I'm not going to fight him neither. Oh, Devin Haney doesn't deserve to fight me. And blah, 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 just vomit. Oh, I'm so fucking mad at this dude right now, bro. You know why? Because he closed the door with Turkey. And that was the only way I felt like I was like, if we can get that Loma fight, man, it'll be because of Turkey, bro. And now I just don't see nothing happening. And then this dude is just, he talk about Ryan Garcia being on one, right? I'm retiring. Fight's canceled. This motherfucker's going through an episode. Like, he had millions of people just for what? Thinking that the fight was canceled because himself tweeted fight canceled. Like, what kind of games is this dude playing with the fans, bro? We got to hold these dudes accountable, bro. Enough's enough on my end. Listen, I'm in agreement. He is a great fighter. He's a hell of a talent. Maybe he could turn it around. No. Uh, I'm hurt by this. I'm really bothered, guys. I feel like a fool. I really do. You guys think I'm fucking around, bro? I want to punch this fucking screen, bro. You have no idea how much money I wasted. Fucking Tank Davis because I thought I was actually supporting him. So all of you that like, oh, I hate Tank, man. Fuck all of you, bro. Straight up, bro. I got the right to be mad. There's not one of you that would dare to come on my channel right now and debate me on Tank Davis. I fucking dare anybody. I will you right now. I'll put the link right here. Anybody think you can build a case right now against Tank? I fucking double dare you. And I don't want to make friends right now. I want all smoke. That's all I want is smoke. So don't come up here if you agree with me, because I already agree with myself. I want all smoke. Anybody, come up here. Come on, fucking link thing. There you go. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes, but I said what I had to say. I said what I had to say, man. The face of boxing. The face of boxing. Tank Davis says, that's the face of boxing, bro. One of my kids in the boys club and shit. Hey, Coach Edwin. I'm like, yeah. He's like, should I do what Tank? Hell no, don't do what that man's doing. Don't ever listen. You're a warrior and you're gonna fight for legacy. Don't you follow that man's suit. Smart, business-wise. If I'm thinking too much for Tank, what he's doing is probably taking the less damage, but I'm not sure if he's that focused. This just might be pure ducking at its finest. He has like a black belt in ducking. He is the epitome of the slickest ducker seen in my life. He is a tough duck. Listen, if you walk up on that duck might fuck you up. That's a tough duck right there, though. Don't think that that's some soft ass duck, though. He's pretty big. He is hard. So you call him a duck, but from over there. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty tough, that duck. But just because he's tough doesn't change what he is. If he quacks like a duck, he walks like a duck, the motherfucker is a duck. Yo, guys, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And leave your comments in the comment section. I'm in my feelings today. Tank Davis called me at a bad time, bro. I'm just pissed, bro. Cause like I repeat, I feel like a sucker. But anyway, guys, one, take care of yourselves.